Hello everyone, this is Al, Red Sox fan, coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube station, bringing you a little late night baseball from the West Coast via the Out of the Park Baseball 18 world. And this is our historical league in which we've picked some teams to play a 30-game season. And this is what's going to help us get through the winter. Along with other baseball gameplay, but this will be our mainstay, and we'll also continue with the other series we're doing, but I'd like to finish this one. I started it in May, got away from it, and we're going to go back to it. So once again, this is our Out of the Ballpark Baseball 18 series, historical teams, 30-game season. Tonight's matchup will be the 2004 Boston Red Sox excuse me, versus the 1989 Oakland Athletics. Both teams would win the World Series that year. The Red Sox would defeat the Cardinals and win their first World Series in quite a long time, thus reverse the curse. The Oakland A's, who went to 3 straight World Series, 88, 89, and 90, would win their only World Series in 89 against the San Francisco Giants in the unfortunate Earthquake World Series. So let's go to the lineups for the visiting Boston Red Sox. Batting first, playing center field, Johnny Damon. Batting second, the shortstop, Nomar Garciaparra. Batting third, the designated hitter, David Ortiz. Batting fourth, the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. Batting fifth, doing the catching, Jason Varitek. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Kevin Millar. Batting seventh, the third baseman, Billy Miller. Batting eighth, playing right field, Trot Nixon. Batting ninth, playing second base, Mark Bellhorn. For the hometown Oakland Athletics, batting first, Ricky Henderson. He is the designated hitter. Batting second, playing left field, Luis Polonia. Batting third, third baseman, Carney Lansford. Batting fourth, Mark McGuire, playing first base. Batting fifth, Jose Canseco, playing right field. Batting sixth, the center fielder, Dave Henderson. Batting seventh, the second baseman, Tony Phillips. Batting eighth, the shortstop, Mike Gallego. Batting ninth, doing the catching, Terry Steinbach. Now, I am only going to be doing commentary in this league. The computer picks both lineups, so if you see something bizarre, I've tried to go in and fix that. I did not notice Ricky Henderson was DHing, not playing left, but he's in the right spot. They actually had him down at third, and I switched that up. So once again, the computer has picked. I do not do any strategies in this league. I'm just going to commentate. I'm going to click continue, and we're going to watch it, play it out, strictly by computer sim. So enjoy the ball game, folks. On the mound for the Oakland Athletics, Dave Stewart. Excellent pitcher. Behind the plate, Terry Steinbach. Very good defensive catcher. Carney Lansford's at third, above average. Mike Gallego's at short, above average. Tony Phillips, average at second. Mark McGuire, average at first. In the outfield, the Oakland A's have a pretty strong outfield. From left to right, Luis Polonia, 7 out of 10 defense, 9 out of 10 arm. Dave Henderson, 6 out of 10 defense, 9 out of 10 arm. And Jose Canseco, 7 out of 10 defense, 9 out of 10 arm. So they all have cannons out there in the Oakland A's outfield. And here we go, Dave Stewart on the mound. Johnny Damon steps to the plate, left-handed batter. Excellent contact hitter with very good power against right-handed pitching. In the historical league, he's batting .429, 1 home run, 1 RBI. Again, this is game 3 of 30. Stewart gets the sign from Steinbach. Here's the pitch. That ball's going to drop down to right field, and that will be a single. So Johnny Damon with a leadoff single down the right field line. Canseco fielded it and threw it back in. Damon definitely a base stealing threat. 6 out of 10 speed, 8 out of 10 base running ability. Mark McGwire holding Johnny Damon on at first. Stepping the plate, Nomar Garciaparra. He would be traded before the trade deadline in 2004 for Orlando Cabrera. So he was not on the World Series team, but he is on this roster. And Garciaparra in the Historical League, batting .500 with 1 RBI. Steinbeck sets the target. Stewart on the mound. Here's the pitch to Nomar Garciaparra. He lines out to Tony Phillips at second. Quickly getting back to first base as Johnny Damon 1 away. So Garciaparra hit it hard. Tony Phillips, great reaction there. 1 down, 1 out, and here comes David Ortiz. Big Papi. Struggling so far, 125 with 1 RBI. Tremendous power hitter. Stewart looks in at Steinbach. Here's the pitch to Ortiz, and that ball is going and is gone. Ortiz crushes that ball to dead right, 2-0 Red Sox on a 2-run blast by Big Papi. As Johnny Damon waits for Ortiz, high fives and back to the dugout. So here comes Manny Ramirez. Can Man-Ram go back-to-back? Ramirez 250 so far on the season. No home runs. Extreme pull hitter. Tremendous power. The windup being the pitch by Stewart. And Manny Ramirez lines out to Carney Lansford at third. So the Red Sox have hit the ball quite hard in this inning. And lucky for Oakland, they've had 2 lineouts, 1 to Phillips, 1 to Lansford. So with 2 outs, no one on, here comes the switch-hitting catcher, Jason Varitek. Varitek 143 so far in this Historical League. Steinbach flashes the fingers. Here's the pitch to Varitek. And he strikes him out swinging. Red Sox put 2 on the board on the Ortiz blast. We go to the bottom of the first. Due up for the 1989 Oakland Athletics, Ricky Henderson, Luis Polonia, and Carney Lansford. On the mound, Pedro Martinez. Very good pitcher, as we all know. Behind the plate, Jason Varitek, very good defensively. Excellent arm. Billy Miller at third is average. Garciaparra at short is average. Mark Bellhorn at second above average. And Kevin Millar at first base above average. In left field, Manny Ramirez average defense, above average arm. Johnny Damon, 7 out of 10 defense. That cannot be right. 10 out of 10 arm. He must have had a lot of putouts for some reason. He threw like a shot put, but that's his ranking. Trot Nixon, 5 out of 10 range, 6 out of 10 arm. So here comes Ricky Henderson, one of the greatest, if not the greatest, leadoff hitter of all time. Martinez peers in at Varitek. Here's the pitch to Ricky. Ricky goes down swinging on the 1-2 count. Pedro strikes him out on a fastball. Excellent movement there by Martinez. Here comes Luis Polonia. Polonia batting .429 in the Historical League. No home runs, no RBIs. Left-handed batter. The windup and the pitch to Polonia. Grounded to second, over to first. So that's Bellhorn to Millar, 2 down. 2 outs, no one on. Here comes Carney Lansford, tremendous contact hitter. Batting .250 though in this Historical League. Pedro looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Here's the pitch to Lansford. Ground ball to Garciaparra, and he boots it. And that's why Nomar was traded for Orlando Cabrera. He was horrible defensively. So Lansford, definitely a base-stealing threat at first, being held on by Kevin Millar. And here comes tremendous power hitter Mark McGwire. Below average contact, but boy, if he gets a hold of one, he's sending it out of the ballpark. Martinez looks to first. Gets the sign from Veritek. Here's the pitch to McGwire, and he walks on a 3-2 count. So after getting the first 2 outs, a single and a walk. And here comes Jose Canseco. Below average contact, but very good power. And one swing in the back put the A's ahead. Red Sox lead 2-0, 2 outs, bottom of the first. Canseco batting .375 in the historical replay. 1 home run, historical league, and 2 RBIs. 2 outs, 2 on. The windup and the pitch by Pedro Martinez. And Canseco sends a lazy fly ball to left. Manny Ramirez comes in on it, makes the catch. Side retired. We go to the top of the second, 2-0 Boston. Let me go to the chat and say hello to Brady Appa Trades. How are you, my friend? Remember to check out Brady Appa Trades. He can tell you all kinds of interesting things about the stock market and coins. And also, hello to ID Gesture. Check out that channel, ID Gesture. Hope all is well, gentlemen. As Brady Appa says, Brady Appa Trades says, Nomar got traded for not cheering during the Yankees series. No, Nomar got traded for not playing in the Yankees series when Derek Jeter went face first to catch a ball down the left field third baseline, and he sucked defensively. And he was a cancer in the clubhouse. So here comes Kevin Millar to lead off the bottom of the second. He'll be followed by Billy Miller and Trot Nixon. Millar batting .250. Stewart's ready to work. Here's the pitch. Millar swings, grounds it to second, and that's out number 1. Phillips to McGwire. Billy Miller steps to the plate, switch hitter batting lefty, third baseman. 0 for 8 so far. Stewart looks in at Steinbach. Steinbach sets the target. Here's the pitch to Billy Miller.
Strike 3.
And he strikes out looking. Slider got him. So 2 up, 2 down, and here comes Trot Nixon. Red Sox right fielder getting his first playing time in game number 3. Left-handed batter. Average contact, above average power. Off right-handed pitching. Stewart takes a deep breath. Here's the pitch to Nixon. Nixon swing and a miss. Down go the Red Sox. We go to the bottom of the second, 2-0 Boston. Due up for the 1989 Oakland Athletics, Dave Henderson, Tony Phillips, and Mike Gallego to face Pedro Martinez. Dave Henderson, who's on the 86 Red Sox, would move on to Oakland, batting .286, no home runs, 1 RBI. Right-handed pull hitter. The Red Sox go into a hard shift left. Wow, in the infield. Outfield straightaway and normal. Martinez is ready to work. Here's the pitch to Hendu. And that is up the middle past the dive of Bellhorn. So a leadoff single by Dave Henderson as he just mashes that ball right through the shift. ID Jester in the chat. Excuse me for my voice. ID Jester in the chat says, hope you are good as well. Thank you, ID. And he says, I liked your video, the golf video you did. Very entertaining. That's a fun game. And then ID says, I need to play some more of that. Yeah, it's a fun game. You did an excellent job with your videos. Excuse me. So, remember to check out ID Gesture. Great channel. Very fan-friendly. RPG games and sports games. So here's Tony Phillips He represents a tying run at the plate. Henderson at first, being held on by Kevin Millar. Phillips, a left-handed batter. 333 with 1 RBI. Martinez looks to first. Now in at Veritek. Here's the pitch to Phillips. And that's going to be punched down the left field line on the run and making a diving catch. Manny Ramirez robbing extra bases of Tony Phillips. As if that got by him, that's going to rattle around there down in the Coliseum. Wow, what a catch by Manram. Every once in a while, Manny shows some defensive brilliance to go along with his defensive stupidity. So with 1 out, 1 on, here comes Mike Gallego, the A's shortstop, 167 with a ribby. Red Sox would love to turn 2 here. The windup and the pitch by Pedro. Grounded to Bellhorn, over to Garcia Parra, on to Millar. They get 2 for 1, inning over. Pitcher's best friend, the double play. We go to the top of the 3rd. Boston 2, Oakland nothing. And here comes Mark Bellhorn. Oakland goes into a hard shift right in the infield, outfield straightaway and normal. Bellhorn, who started the double play, is only batting 167. Above average contact and power off right-handed pitching. He's a pull hitter. He's a switch hitter. Steinbach pounds his mitt, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Bellhorn. And that ball is ripped deep to right center field on the run. And making the leaping catch is Jose Canseco. That one doesn't bounce off his head and go over the fence. What a catch by Jose. Robbing Bellhorn of extra bases. So 1 down. Here comes the top of the order, Johnny Damon. On deck, Nomar Garcia Parra. Damon's 1 for 1 today. Stewart's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Johnny. And that is a shallow fly ball to right. Canseco comes in and makes the running catch. 2 up, 2 down. Jose flashing the leather out there. And here comes Nomar Garcia Parra. He's already made an error at short, and he's 0 for 1 today. Excellent contact, average power. Stewart looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Here's the pitch to Garcia Parra. And he strikes him out swinging on the fastball. Side retired. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. The 2004 Red Sox 2, the 1989 A's nothing. Due up for Oakland, Steinbach, top of the order, Henderson and Polonia. As ID Gesture says, you're not screaming, people must be sleeping at the house. Have to do that quiet scream. It's funny to hear. Yeah, you're right. That's funny. Alright, so Steinbeck steps to the plate, batting 167. Red Sox infield, outfield, straightaway and normal. Here's the pitch by Pedro. And Pedro, another walk on the 3-1 count. Excellent patience by Steinbach. He's at first base. Millar is holding him on for some bizarre reason, as Steinbach is slow as dirt. Top of the order, Ricky Henderson. He's 0 for 1. Martinez looks to first. Now in at Veritek. Here's the pitch to Ricky Henderson. And that's bloop to center field. Coming on and making the diving catch is Johnny Damon. As he shows the ball in his glove, Oakland is protesting, thinking it was trapped, but the ump puts his arm up. Out number 1. Retreating back to first base was Steinbach. Nice play by Johnny Damon. So here's Luis Polonia, the A's left fielder. He's 0 for 1. He's a spray hitter. Red Sox moving a double play depth, pinching the middle with Garcia, Parra, and Bellhorn. Outfield, normal and straight away. Veritek flashes the fingers. Martinez nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Polonia. That ball is sent deep to right field. Going back is Trot Nixon, and that ball is gone. Little Luis Polonia has just tied it up for Oakland. almost in the same location that Ortiz blasted one out for the Red Sox in the top of the first. It's now 2-2. Little Louie does it. Oakland fans go ecstatic. That was pretty much unexpected there. Polonia's power is only 2 out of 10, but he really turned on that fastball. So we have a new ball game, 2-2. 1 out, and Carney Lansford steps to the plate. The A's third baseman's 0 for 1. Red Sox infield, outfield, normal and straight away. Here's the pitch to Lansford. And that ball's punched to left center field. Damon on the run. It's going to get down. And that's going to be a double. As Lansford gaps Ramirez and Damon for a 1-out double. He represents the go-ahead run. At second, here comes the very dangerous Mark McGwire. And if little Louis Polonia has just tagged Martinez, he's got to have it in the back of his mind. What will McGwire do? McGwire he walked his first time up. Veritek goes out to have a quick word with Pedro. Jogs back behind the plate. Squats down, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Bash brother number 1. McGwire swings, and he punches that ball up the middle. And here comes the runner to the plate, and he will score. So Lansford read the ball very well. Knew it was going to drop in. Never stopped running. 3-2 Oakland. Mark McGwire has a 1-out single for an RBI. And here comes Bash brother number 2, Jose Canseco. Red Sox in double play depth in the infield. McGwire very slow. Millar holding him on. Pedro being roughed up this inning. He's given up 3 runs so far. There's 1 out, 1 on. Here's the pitch to Canseco. And he strikes out Jose, swinging. Off-speed pitch got him. Fooled him badly. Way out in front of it. Yes, Pedro is an excellent pitcher. I loved him. He was my favorite pitcher to watch. So 2 outs, runner at first, and here comes Dave Henderson. Hendu, 1 for 1 today. Red Sox infield will shift left. Outfield straightaway and normal. Martinez gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Henderson. And he strikes out Henderson. Side retired, but Oakland scores 3-2 on the Polonia home run and 1 on the 1-out single by McGwire. We go to the top of the 4th. The 89 Oakland A's 3. The 2004 Red Sox 2. 2 up for Boston. Ortiz, Ramirez, and Veritek. David Ortiz is 1 for 1. He had a 2-run blast in the top of the first to put the Red Sox ahead. Since then, Oakland has come back with 3 and taken the lead. So, round 2 between Stewart and Ortiz. Shall Ortiz once again get the knockout blow? We shall see. Here's the pitch to Big Papi. And he punches that towards center field. Henderson coming in on it, and he makes the running catch. 1 down. Here comes Manny Ramirez. 0 for 1, but an outstanding diving catch in left towards the line. 1 swing of the bat from Manny can tie this ball game up. He doesn't have any home runs so far in the historical league. Stewart gets a sign. Here's the pitch to Ramirez. And that ball is ripped to left center field gap, and that's going to get down and go to the wall. Ramirez is on his way to second, and he slides in safely. So a 1-out double by Manny Ramirez. And here comes Jason Veritek. Ramirez represents a tying run at second. Veritek is 0 for 1 today. Switch hitting catcher, batting left-handed. Looking for his first RBI. Stewart's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Veritek. And he goes down swinging on the 2-2 count. So there are 2 outs, 1 on, and here comes Kevin Millar. He's 0 for 1. Millar does have an ability to hit a home run, though. One swing in the back could put the Red Sox ahead. Steinbeck sets the target. Stewart sets and delivers to Millar. It's a wild pitch. And advancing to third base is Manny Ramirez. So Ramirez 90 feet away. The Red Sox tying this game up. The count on Millar is now 2 balls, 1 strike, a hitter's count. He'll be looking dead red. Stewart's ready. Here's the pitch to Millar. And Millar is patient on the 3-2 pitch and works a walk. So runners on the corners. And here comes Billy Miller, Red Sox third baseman, 0 for 1. Ramirez represents the tying run at third. Millar, the go-ahead run at first. Billy Miller's 0 for 9 so far this season. Love to break out of it right now. He's due. Steinbeck pounds the mitt, sets the target. Here's the pitch by Stewart. Miller swings, and that's a hard ground ball to second, and Phillips makes a nice play, flips to McGuire. Side retired. The Red Sox threaten but do not score. We go to the bottom of the 4th, 3-2 Oakland. Phillips showing excellent range there. And look who's leading off. Tony Phillips, followed by Gallego and Steinbach. Tony Phillips 0 for 1. Switch hitter batting lefty off Pedro Martinez, who was roughed up for 3 runs in the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the pitch to Phillips. That's a blooper into center field, right center. Johnny Damon runs over and makes the catch. Hung up long enough. 1 down. Mike Gallego, the A's shortstop, 0 for 1. He only has 1 hit so far this season. Martinez takes a deep breath. Here's the pitch to Gallego. Oh, he plunked him. Martinez plunked him. Nailed him with a fastball. A few words coming from the A's dugout. So Gallego's on first. Average speed, above average base running ability. Millar's holding him on. Red Sox in double play depth in the infield. And here comes Terry Steinbach, number 9 batter, the A's catcher. Walked his first time up. Red Sox looking to turn 2. Here's the pitch to Steinbach. And that's going to be shot to center field. Johnny Damon gets to it. And moving station to station are the Oakland A's. Mike Gallego at second. Terry Steinbach at first. 1 down. Top of the order, Ricky Henderson. He's 0 for 2. Big insurance runs out there for the 89 A's. Henderson digs in that right-hander's batter's box. The windup and the pitch by Martinez. Grounded to Garcia-Parra, and they can only get the force out at second. No throw to first by Bellhorn. Runners on the corners now with 2 outs. Henderson definitely a threat to steal. Look at that, 10 out of 10 for both. Blue's the best color, my friends. And here comes little Louis Polonia. He had a 2-run blast the last time off Pedro Martinez. 1 for 2 today. Let's see how Martinez pitches Polonia this time. Will he underestimate him? We shall see. Veritek sets the target. Here's the pitch to Polonia. There's the throw down, and Henderson steals second. Good, hard, accurate throw by Jason Veritek, but just not in time. Ricky Henderson, one of the greatest, if not the greatest base stealer of all time. So second and third now for Oakland, 2 outs. Base hit will score 2. Polonia and the A's looking to break it open here. Bottom of the 4th, 2 outs, 2 on. The windup and the pitch by Martinez. Grounder to Millar. He flips to Martinez covering the bag, and Pedro pitches out of the difficulty. We go to the top of the 5th. The Red Sox still trail by 1, 3-2. Due up for Boston, Nixon, Bellhorn, and Johnny Damon. Trot Nixon, 0 for 1 today. Dave Stewart so far 4 innings pitched, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. He's given up 2 earned runs, the 2-run blast by David Ortiz in the top of the first. Steinbeck flashes the fingers. Stewart's ready. Here's the pitch to Trot Nixon. And that ball goes out to right field. Canseco moving over, settling under it. He makes the catch. 1 down. Nixon got under that one. Here comes Mark Bellhorn, Red Sox second baseman. He's 0 for 1. Left-handed batter. Switch hitter, batting lefty. Oakland shifts right in the infield. Outfield straightaway and normal. Here's the pitch by Dave Stewart.
Strike 3.
Bellhorn goes down looking on the 2-2 count. Fastball, couldn't pull the trigger there. He was looking off speed, I guess. So that is Dave Stewart's 6K. So 2 outs, no one on. Here comes Johnny Damon. He's 1 for 2. Damon does have home run power. Oakland's infield, weak shift to the right. Outfield straightaway and normal. Steinbeck goes through the signs. Stewart nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Johnny Damon. Damon swings, and that is going to be a single past Tony Phillips into right center field. So a 2-out single by Johnny Damon. He's a threat to run. McGuire holding him on. Damon represents a tying run. Here comes Nomar Garciaparra. He's 0 for 2 with an error. Stewart looks to first, now in at Steinbeck. Here's the pitch to Garciaparra. He grounds to Gallego, who flips to Tony Phillips. Side retired. Garciaparra's 0 for 3. We go to the bottom of the 5th. The 1989 Oakland Athletics 3. The 2004 Boston Red Sox 2. Well, thank you very much, ID Jester, for stopping by. He says he has to run. He'll watch the rest later. Have a good night out. You too, ID. Take care. Health, happiness. God bless, my friend. Remember to check out ID Jester's channel. Absolutely fabulous. Due up for Oakland, Lansford, McGuire, and Canseco here in the bottom of the 5th to face Pedro Martinez. In 4 innings, he's given up 3 runs, 5 hits. They were all earned. Walked 2, struck out 3. Has not been a Pedro-esque performance so far. Here's the pitch to Lansford. And that's going to be a blooper to right center field. Leadoff single by Carney. He's now 2 for 3. Batting average goes up to 364. Lansford definitely a threat to steal. Millar holding him on. Millar the only infielder on the right side. As the Red Sox shift left on the power-hitting pull hitter Mark McGuire. Right-handed power bat. Hoping to turn 2 out of this defensive alignment. Outfield straightaway and normal. Here's the pitch to McGuire. Slow number to Veritek, and he throws down to second, and they turn the double play 2-6 to 3. Wow, outstanding play by Jason Veritek and Garciaparra to quickly fire the ball onto Kevin Millar. And if it wasn't the slow-footed Mark McGuire, they wouldn't have turned 2, but it was the slow-footed Mark McGuire. So the Red Sox get 2 for 1. There's 2 outs, bases empty, and here comes Bash brother number 2, Jose Canseco. He's 0 for 2. Made a stellar catch out and right, though. Red Sox infield outfield straightaway and normal for the pull-hitting right-handed batting power hitter. Canseco digs in. Martinez gets the sign. He sets and delivers to Canseco. And he strikes him out. Side retired. We go to the top of the 6th. 3-2 Oakland. And 2 up for the 2004 Boston Red Sox. Reverse the curse team. Ortiz, Ramirez, and Veritek. Ortiz 1 for 2. We have the 2-run blast to give the Red Sox the lead at the time in the top of the 1st. If he hits another one out, it'll be a tie ball game. Stewart threw 5, 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 1 walk, 6 Ks. This is Dave Stewart and Pedro Martinez first starts of the season. This is a 30-game season. and they're a bunch of different historical teams. And we have a few videos up from back in May, so we went back to this project. It's going to help us get through the winter. Alrighty. Ortiz digs in, ready to grip and rip. Here's the pitch by Stewart. Ortiz swings. Ball right back to Stewart. He throws the first, out number 1. Nice play on the slow number. And here comes Manny Ramirez. Man rams 1 for 2 with an absolutely outstanding catch and left. He wants to send one out of the Coliseum. Steinbeck flashes the fingers. Stewart nods his head. Steinbeck sets the target. Here's the pitch to Man Ram. Ramirez swings and lines out to Gallego at short. Oakland fans are loving it here. So with 2 outs, base is empty. Oakland leading 3-2. Top of the 6th. Here comes Jason Varitek looking to tie the game or at least extend the inning. The Red Sox catcher's 0 for 2. Batting average is now dropped to 111. He awaits the Dave Stewart offering, and here it is. Varitek swings, and that is going to be a line drive up the middle. So a 2-out single by Jason Varitek. He represents the tying run at first base. Held on by Mark McGwire. Not much speed by Varitek, 2 out of 10, but he's an excellent base runner. 8 out of 10. Here comes Kevin Millar. He's the go-ahead run at the plate. So far only 2 for 9 on the season. That's a .222 batting average and 0 for 1 today. Stewart is up to 99 pitches. Stewart looks to McGwire at first. Now in at Steinbach. Here's the pitch to Millar. And that's a grounder to Gallego, who flips to Phillips for the force out. Side retired. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Still 3-2 Oakland. Due up for the 89 Athletics, Dave Henderson, Tony Phillips, and Mike Gallego. Hendu, 1 for 2 today, has his average up to 333. Right-handed pull hitter, the Red Sox hard shift left in the infield, outfield straightaway and normal. Martinez threw 5 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, all earned. Walked 2, struck out 4. He sets and delivers to Henderson. And he strikes him out swinging. Excellent movement on that fastball. 1 down. Strikeout number 5 for Pedro. And here comes Tony Phillips, who's 0 for 2. Oakland's second baseman has made some nice plays in the infield. Martinez again looks in at Varitek. Brings the glove to his face. The windup and the pitch to Phillips. And that's a fly ball to center field. Damon is there, but it drops in front of him. So Damon did not get a good read on that ball, and Tony Phillips, hustling all the way out of the batter's box, gets a hustle double. So the Red Sox and Pedro Martinez once again find themselves in trouble here in the bottom of the 6th. 1 out. Phillips at second. And Mike Gallego, the shortstop, comes to plate. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. No, he got hit by a pitch. Red Sox infield, outfield, straightaway and normal for Gallego. He's batting 143 on the season. Varitek sets the target. Here's the pitch by Martinez. Ground ball to Bellhorn. His only plays to first. 2 down, advancing to third. On the ball hit to the right side, Tony Phillips. Phillips 90 feet away. Very important insurance run. If you're going to make an out, that was a pretty good out to make. For Gallego, he moved the runner over, even though there's 2 outs now. So Terry Steinbeck just needs to find a hole in the infield, and a run will score. Steinbeck 1 for 1 today. Average up to 286. Looking for his first RBI. Martinez up to 95 pitches. Nods his head. Here's the pitch to Steinbach. And he strikes him out swinging. That's Pedro's 6th strikeout. Got him on the off-speed pitch. We go to the top of the 7th. The 89 Athletics clinging to that 1-run lead, 3-2 over the 2004 Red Sox. Due up for Boston, Billy Miller, Trot Nixon, and Mark Bellhorn. Miller's 0 for 2. He's 0 for 10 on the season. He represents the tying run at the plate. Switch hitting pull hitter, batting left-handed off the right-handed throwing Dave Stewart. Oakland shifts right in the infield, outfield straightaway and normal. Stewart's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Billy Miller. Miller swings and misses. Strikeout number 7 as Oakland throws the ball around the infield. Blew the fastball by him. So with 1 out, here comes the number 8 batter, Trot Nixon, the Red Sox right fielder's 0 for 2 today. Another left-handed stick. Steinbach sets the target. Here's the pitch to Nixon. And Nixon works a walk. 4 consecutive balls by Stewart. Could he be tiring a bit? He's now up to 113 pitches, and that's it. The A's have taken out Stewart. He's responsible for Trot Nixon at first base, and in the game is Todd Burns. And this is his first appearance this season. Let's give you the final numbers. Again, Stewart is responsible for Trot Nixon at first. The final numbers with the responsibility of Nixon at first. Stewart went 6 1/3, 5 hits, 2 runs. They were both earned. The 2-run homer from Ortiz. Walked 2, struck out 7. He threw 113 pitches. So Nixon's tying run at first. Go-ahead run at the plate, and Mark Bellhorn. He has some pop in his bat. Switch hitter batting lefty off the right-handed throwing Burns. A's infield shifts right. Outfield straightaway and normal. Burns, average stuff. Excellent movement. And above average control versus left-handed batters. 1 out, 1 on. They'd love to turn to the Athletics and get out of the inning. The windup and the pitch by Burns. Bellhorn
Strike 3, you're out.
Goes down looking. He couldn't pull the trigger. Fastball again. A Red Sox batter not being able to pull the trigger. Now there's 2 outs here in the top of the 7th, and the top of the order, Johnny Damon. He's 2 for 3. Trot Nixon will be off on contact at first base. Not a very fast runner, and not a very good base runner, as they give him a 2 out of 10. And now, again, Oakland makes the switch. Tony La Russa loving the mixing and matching. He now goes to his left-handed pitcher, Rick Honeycutt, making his first appearance of the season. Honeycutt against left-handed batters, 6 out of 10 stuff. That's good. Movement, 7 out of 10. That's better. And control, 6 out of 10. So Johnny Damon, lefty-lefty matchup. Damon, 6 contact, 5 power, 5 eye. 2 outs, 1 on. Here's the pitch by Honeycutt. Damon swings and misses. Side retired. So the Oakland bullpen does its job. As they're going to sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." The bullpen does their trick. Gets the 2 batters both by strikeout. Oakland moves to the bottom of the 7th. 3-2, Athletics. Pedro Martinez still out on the mound for the Red Sox. Up to 100 pitches. And he will face the top of the Oakland A's order. Henderson, Polonia, and Lansford. Remember, it was little Louis Polonia who hit the 2-run blast in the bottom of the 3rd to tie the ball game up. Oakland would add 1 more run and take the lead. So Ricky Henderson, 0 for 3 today. Martinez ready to work. Here's the pitch to Ricky. Henderson swings and misses. Martinez blows the fastball by him, but he has a lot of movement. Martinez is on. He has tremendous movement on that fastball. Strikeout number 7 for vote for Pedro Martinez. 1 out, no 1 on. Oakland clinging to that 1-run lead. Martinez wants to keep it at a 1-run deficit. Here comes little Louis Polonia, 1 for 3, the 2-run blast back in the 3rd. Martinez gets the sign from Veritek. Here's the pitch to Polonia. Polonia swings, grounds it to Martinez, who fires to Kevin Millar for out number 2. So with 2 outs, no one on, here comes Carney Lansford. The Athletics' third baseman, 2 for 3, now has his batting average up to .364. Red Sox outfield, infield, straightaway and normal. Martinez looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Veritek sets the target. Here's the pitch to Carney Lansford. It's a blooper. No, that's a pop-up, excuse me. Calling for it is Bellhorn. He makes the catch behind the second base bag. 1-2-3 go the 89 Athletics. We go to the top of the 8th. Oakland clings to that 1-run lead, 3-2 over the 2004 Red Sox. 2 up for Boston. Garcia Parra, Ortiz, and Manny Ramirez. And the new pitcher for Oakland is once again Tony La Russa doing his mixing and matching. Is Gene Nelson. He's making his first appearance of the season in this historical league. 30-game season. And he has outstanding stuff. 8 out of 10. Movement above average. Control average. His stamina is good for approximately 1 inning. So here comes Garcia Parra. 0 for 3 with an error. Steinbeck sets the target. Here's the pitch to Nomar. Garcia Parra swings and he singles past the dive of both Lansford and Gallego into left. That was a double dive. So the tying run is at first base. And here comes David Ortiz with a chance to put the Red Sox ahead with 1 swing of the bat. He already has 1 2-run homer. He'd love to have 2. McGuire holding Garcia Parra on first. Not much speed, but a very good base runner. Ortiz 1 for 3. The home run, the 2-run homer back in the top of the first. Oakland's playing guard the lines, and the outfield is very deep. So no outs, top of the 8th. Ortiz digs in. He's ready to grip and rip. The windup and the pitch by Nelson. Ortiz swings and he sends that ball deep to left center field, and making the running catch right in front of the wall is Dave Henderson. Listen to that applause. He went a long way to go get that ball. And retreating back to first base is Garcia Parra. Big Poppy just missed that one. As he goes back to the dugout shaking his head, and Nelson breathes a sigh of relief. I thought we had a 1-run lead if you're a Red Sox fan, but just a long, noisy out. Here comes Manny Ramirez. Power hitting left fielder, extreme pull hitter. The A's shift left in the infield. Outfield shifts left also. Garcia Parra at first, the tying run. McGuire holding him on. He's the only infielder on that side of the field. Everyone else is on the left side of the field. Ramirez 1 for 3. He awaits the Gene Nelson offering, and here it is, the man-ram. And Ramirez goes down looking on strikes. Again, a Red Sox batter who's, I don't know what they're looking for, is a fastball. He couldn't pull the trigger. So 2 outs. Garcia on at first. He'll be off on contact. Here comes the Red Sox catcher, Jason Veritek, who is 1 for 3 today. Left-handed batter. And off right-handers. 7 contact, 7 power, and 6 eye. So the switch-hitting Veritek digs in. Nelson looks in at Steinbach, nods his head. He sets and delivers. Veritek swings, grounds it to Gallego, who takes it to the second base bag himself. After a long, deep, loud out by Ortiz, the Red Sox go down meekly with the tying run, Nomar Garcia Parra at first. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The 1989 Oakland Athletics 3, the 2004 Boston Red Sox 2. And that's it for Pedro Martinez. They go to Mike Timlin, so let's give you Pedro's final numbers. And he had 1 bad inning. And that was the bottom of the third. He gave up the 3 runs, the 2-run blast to Polonia, and then the RBI single by McGuire. Martinez is in line to be the tough luck loser. 7 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, all earned. Walked 2, struck out 7 through 110 pitches. And what the killer was, he gave up the home run to little Louis Polonia. Not much power, but he turned on that Martinez fastball back in the bottom of the third. So Mike Timlin out on the mound, trying to keep it a 1-run game here in the bottom of the 8th. Timlin, 5 out of 10 stuff, 7 out of 10 movement, 8 out of 10 control. He's good for an inning. And he'll face the Bash brothers, McGuire and Canseco, and then Dave Henderson, who made an outstanding catch on the Ortiz drive to left center. So McGuire digs in. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI. Timlin gets the sign from Veritek. Here's the pitch. McGuire swings, grounds it to Bellhorn, who makes a diving play, but there is no chance at first. As everyone shifts to the left, Bellhorn did stop the ball from going to the outfield, but the very slow of foot Mark McGuire has an infield hit. Millar holding him on. And here comes Bash brother number 2, Jose Canseco, who's 0 for 3, but made an absolutely outstanding catch in right, robbing extra bases, I believe, from Billy Miller. Red Sox want to turn 2 in the infield. Outfield, straightaway and normal. Timlin looks to first. Now in at Veritek. Here's the pitch to Canseco. And he strikes him out swinging. Fastball. Right by Jose. 1 out, 1 on, and here comes Dave Hendu Henderson. 1 for 3 with an absolutely outstanding catch in right and left center. Henderson asks for time, and it is granted. Hand extended. Now he's ready. Steps back in the batter's box. Looks back at the ump. Nods a little thank you. Digs in. Here's the pitch by Timlin. That ball's punched to center field. Johnny Damon coming on, and he makes the running catch. Johnny Damon got an excellent read on that one. Retreating back to first is McGuire. So with 2 outs, Oakland up by 1. Here in the bottom of the 8th, Tony Phillips steps to the plate. The A's second baseman, 1 for 3, currently batting .333. He has 1 RBI early in the season. Timlin looks in at Veritek. Veritek flashes the signs. Timlin nods his head. He rocks and delivers to Phillips. Phillips sends that ball to left center field, and Manny Ramirez, Johnny on the spot, makes the running catch for out number 3. Manny's been pretty alert out there in left field in this game. We go to the top of the 9th. Oakland clings to that 3-2 lead by their hair of their chinny chin chin. Due up in this last-ditch effort for the 2004 Boston Red Sox, Kevin Millar, Billy Miller, and Trot Nixon. And on the mound is Gene Nelson still. And they'll face Kevin Millar, who's 0 for 2. And I believe he has walked once. Nelson gets the sign from Steinbach. Steinbach sets the target. Here's the pitch. Millar swings, grounds it to third. Lansford throws to McGuire. 1 down. Oakland and their fans are 2 outs away from a victory. That'll make them 2-1 on this season. And the Red Sox 1-2. So here comes Billy Miller. Switch hitting third baseman, pull hitter, batting lefty off the right-handed throwing Gene Nelson. Oakland shifts right in the infield, outfield straightaway and normal. Billy Miller awaits the Nelson offering. Steinbeck sets the target. Here's the pitch. Miller swings, and he is going to single to right center, so Billy Miller gets his first hit of the year. He's now 1 for 12. He represents the tying run at first. Very slow, not a good base runner. And here comes Trot Nixon. He represents the go-ahead run at the plate. He's 0 for 2. He's walked once. Again, Oakland shifts right on the pull hitting. No, he's a normal hitter. That's a strange alignment the computers use. A shift right in the infield, outfield, straightaway, and normal. If Nixon can poke the ball the other way, you could have some extra bases there. Nelson looks to first. Now in at the plate. Here's the pitch to Nixon. Nixon swings and misses. And that's out number 2. Very good movement there by Gene Nelson. Oakland's 1 out away from victory here and sending their fans home happy from the Coliseum. That's up to Mark Bellhorn. Bellhorn 0 for 3, 1 for 9 on the season. It's a 111 batting average. Switch hitting second baseman, bat left-handed. He's a pull hitter. The Oakland Athletics infield shifts right. Outfield straightaway and normal. Billy Miller at first, tying run. He'll be off on contact, and he'll need all the jump he can get. Very slow. Bellhorn steps to the plate. He's ready. Nelson gets the sign from Steinbach. The windup and the pitch to Bellhorn. Bellhorn sends that ball down the line, and the very slow-footed Billy Miller will get the third. They're sending him! Billy Miller, off on contact, scores all the way from first on the clutch 2-out double by Mark Bellhorn. Down the line, past the dive of Mark McGwire. We have a tie ball game here in the top of the 9th. Gene Nelson blows the save. I don't know why they didn't go to Eck. Wow. And now they make a pitching change to the left-handed throwing Greg Caderet. And he'll face Johnny Damon. Go ahead and run at second. Clutch hit. Mark Bellhorn. Slow base runner, but excellent base running ability. So he gets a good read on the ball. So 2 outs. Go ahead and run at second. Top of 9th. Johnny Damon 2 for 4. It's a .455 batting average this year. 1 home run, 1 RBI. Caderet's ready. Here's the pitch to Damon. Damon swings, and that ball's past the dive of Mark McGwire. And coming around and scoring from second is Mark Bellhorn. And lo and behold, the 2004 Boston Red Sox have taken the lead on 2 clutch back-to-back hits by Mark Bellhorn and Johnny Damon. I shall be back in a moment. And I am back. Thank you for your patience. I had to take care of something. Appreciate your patience. So the Red Sox take a 4-3 lead on back-to-back hits after 2 outs. Clutch hits by Bellhorn and Damon. And they now have a 4-3 lead. And Greg Cadaret is still back out on the mound. Damon being held on by McGuire at first. Excellent base runner. And Nomar Garciaparra is up. Garciaparra 1 for 4. Damon will be off on contact, so a game that almost looked in the bag for Oakland, no longer. They're trailing by 1. With 2 outs top the 9th, they're down 4-3. Red Sox looking to tack on some more runs. Here's the pitch to Garciaparra. He swings and he rips that ball down the left field line, and Johnny Damon might score all the way from first on this, and he is flying around, and he will score on a 2-out double, so 3 consecutive hits with 2 outs, and the Red Sox have now taken a 5-3 lead. Unbelievable. Why the computer management of Tony La Russa did not go to Dennis Eckersley unless he's hurt, but I don't think he's hurt. I'll have to check that after the game. That is very bizarre. And here comes David Ortiz. Chance to really break this game open with 2 outs. Cadaret still out on the mound. He has not retired a batter yet. In fact, he's given up 2 hits and let an inherited runner score, and also a run off of him. So Big Papi digs in. Lefty-lefty matchup. Ortiz's numbers for contact and power drop by 1, but his eye remains the same. Steinbeck comes back from the mound after visiting Cadaret. Squats down behind the plate. Flashes the fingers. Cadaret nods his head. Let's see if this pitch will work. Here's the pitch to Ortiz. Ortiz swings, punches it to Lansford, who throws to McGuire. And finally, the top of the 9th inning is over, but Oakland implodes. They give up 3 runs. We go to the bottom of the 9th. And the Red Sox are now up 5-3. And here comes Keith Foulke. So the Red Sox go to their closer, whereas Oakland did not. And out of curiosity, I'm going to go to... I can't do anything. The computer controls both teams here. I just strictly call the game in this project. Let's go to substitutions. And I will tell you... I'm going to go to... let's go to all pitchers. Oh, Eckersley. He's only slightly tired. Oh, he's tired. He's at 43%, so he must have pitched. Yes, he pitched 2 consecutive days. He threw 20 pitches yesterday. Well, not 2. He's pitched 2 consecutive games. 20 pitches yesterday and 17 2 days ago. So he's at 43% stamina, so he was not available. And it looks like that's going to cost Oakland dearly. Actually, Eckersley has not been stellar in this historical league. He has 1 loss, 1 save. His ERA, can anyone guess? Think of a very bad ERA. I'll give, and it's in double digits. So if you're in the chat, think of a bad ERA, double digits. And it's more than 10. A lot more than 10. So I'll give the chat a moment. He's pitched an inning and a third. Do 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 do. Oh my God, Ken Castro. Ken Castro. You are so close, my friend. Ken Castro has 22.22. Ken, it's 27. It's 27. So he was tired and unavailable. He's pitched an inning and a third, 1 loss and 1 save. Okay. Hope you're doing well, Ken. Hope everything is going as good as it can be going due to the circumstances, Ken. And remember, we're all here for you, Ken. Ken asks before we get back to the game, how many batters? Let's see if I can find that. Batters faced. I'd have to go to another report for that. I'll have to get back to you on that one. Alright, so let's go return to the game. So that's why they didn't go to Eckersley. He was not available. And again, as I don't play any of these teams, I don't know these things. Ken says, you guys are amazing. You have been so supportive. That's what we're here for, Ken. We might be an online community, but we're a strong online community, my friend. So, you know, God bless you and your family in this just tough time for you guys, but you know your mom's up in heaven, and God bless you. So, and the Red Sox are going to pull this one out for you. All right, so Keith Folk is on the mound. Folk is 1-0 in this league. He's given up 1 hit, 1 earned run. He's thrown 1 inning. So that's a 9 ERA. Excellent velocity, 99 to 101. And he'll face Gallego, Steinbach, and Ricky Henderson. Mike Gallego 0 for 2. He's also been on base twice, hit once, and then walked once. Back when Pedro was pitching. Folks, ready to work. Here's the pitch by Gallego. That's a grounder past the dive of both Garcia Parra and Billy Miller. So Mike Gallego's on. Terry Steinbach comes to the plate. Oakland catcher, 1 for 2. Tying run in the on-deck circle, Ricky Henderson. Red Sox move to double play depth in the infield. Outfield straightaway and normal. So can Oakland come back? We shall see. Veritek sets the target. Here's the pitch by Keith Folk. Steinbeck swings, punches that ball to right center field. On the run and reaching out, making the catch is Trot Nixon, retreating back to first base, Mike Gallego. So 1 out, 1 on. Here comes Ricky Henderson. He's 0 for 4. Again, the Red Sox double play depth in the infield. It's going to be tough to double up Ricky, though. Millar holding Gallego on at first. Folk looks in at Veritek. Nods his head. Chin down to his chest. Now the windup in the pitch to Ricky Henderson. That ball is sent to left field, and that's going to get down and go to the wall. And Mike Gallego will stop at third. So a 1-out double. And the tying run will come to the plate, and Luis Polonia, and he's already homered. So, Folk having his difficulties here. 1 out, 2 on. Henderson definitely will score on a base hit. Tremendous base runner at second. As Ken Castro says, thank you, now close it out. Well, I'm not managing, but the Red Sox are going to do it, I think. Here comes little Louis Polonia. And they're playing the infield in. Why? Why is the computer playing the infield in? That's a bizarre defensive alignment. Terry Francona, what are you thinking? Computer version Terry Francona. This run means nothing. Oh boy, this is a disaster waiting to happen. Alrighty. Polonia's ready to work. Here's the pitch by Folk. 1 out, 2 on. Polonia up the middle. Tie ball game. Here's a throw to the plate. Oh my lord! I spoke too soon. Johnny Damon gets off a quick, accurate throw. Veritek blocks the plate, and they tag Ricky Henderson out. Unbelievable. as my good friend Ron Juckett would say. I had already counted the chickens before the eggs hatched. So, with one of the most bizarre defensive alignments a computer has ever done in a sim game, bring the infield in when the run at third really doesn't matter. The Red Sox and Johnny Damon throw out Ricky Henderson at the plate. As Ken Castro says, "Wow!" in the chat. So it's now 5-4. Polonia knocks in his third RBI, and here comes Carney Lansford. Polonia with a tying run at first, an excellent base runner. Kevin Millar holding him on. Keith Foulke's earned run average now balloons to 10.8. And Carney Lansford is the last hope right now for the Oakland Athletics. He's 2 for 4. Excellent contact hitter, 9 out of 10. Red Sox playing guard the lines, and Orlando Cabrera is in the game for defensive purposes. Again, this is the full team of players who played in 2004. Obviously, Garciaparra was traded away, and Cabrera came over in the trade. It was a 3-way trade, I believe, because Garciaparra would go to, was it Chicago or the Dodgers? No, he finished his career at the Dodgers. I think it was, I'd have to look it up again, but it was a 3-way trade because they got Orlando Cabrera from, I want to say, the White Sox. Alright, so Keith Foulke, though he struggled, is 1 out away from his first save of the season in this historical league 30-game season. Game number 3. Lansford at the plate represents the winning run. Polonia at first, the tying run. Veritek comes back from the mound after having a word with Foulke. Miller back to first. Everything's ready. Foulke takes a deep breath. Here's the pitch to Lansford. 2 outs, 1 on, 5-4 Boston. Bottom of the 9th. And it's a wild pitch by Foulke. And now Polonia advances to second base. He is the tying run. As Ken Castro confirms, he was traded to the Cubs, so he did end his career, I believe, with the Dodgers after. So Foulke has been very shaky. And the count on Lansford now goes 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuces are wild here in the bottom of the 9th. Oakland has already put 1 run across. They thought they had a tie ball game, but Johnny Damon put a good charge on the ball that Polonia hit and got off a quick, accurate throw to Veritek, who tagged Ricky Henderson out at the plate. If you did that 100 times, Henderson would score. 99 times out of 100. I had already counted the run. Alright, 2-2-2. How do you do? Folks ready to work. Here's the pitch to Lansford. Lansford grounds to Millar, who takes it to the bag himself. The Red Sox hold on to an absolutely wild finish here at the Coliseum. 5-4. What a ball game, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit that like button. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. We're looking to grow my channel and the community. Comment later. Check out the other channels that I subscribe to. They're all wonderful people. Wow, what a wild finish. The 2004 Red Sox come back to defeat the 1989 Oakland Athletics 5-4 here in the Oakland Coliseum. The win will go, I believe, to Mike Timlin, and the save to Keith Foulke. And we'll go to the box score real quick, and I'll bring that up for you. What a wild game. Unbelievable. Okay, the box score is up. Before I do the box score, I want to say thank you to Ken Castro, as he says, wonderful finish. Yeah, it was outstanding. And remember, the computer manages both teams. I just call the game in this league. And this league is going to help us get through the winter months and get us back to baseball. I'll still be doing my 1927 Yankees take on all comers, random games from the best teams from the 70s for baseball, and some other projects. But we're going to finish this one off. I think we'll have a lot of fun with this. So thank you to Ken Castro, ID Gesture, and Brady Appa Trades. Check out that channel if you want to learn about investing in coins and some stocks. Brady Appa Trades, my good friend Chris from work. Check it out. If you like it, send him a message and ask him some questions. Alrighty. Also, as I stated, we're trying to grow my channel and the community, which consists of a lot of fun channels. And I'm going to go to my page link now because I forget things. That's what happens when you get old. You forget things. Alright, so we have Higher Ground Gaming with Eric and Mr. Brody. Wonderful retro sports channel with some RPG elements, games. You have Tabletop Baseball, Card and Dice, Baseball, golf, horse racing with the two Earls, absolutely outstanding. Stratomatic Delaware with Chris. Baseball, again, Card and Dice channel. Baseball, hockey, football, golf, wonderful. ID Gesture was in the chat. He does RPG games as well as computer and computer sports games, and he's adapting his own hockey game, which is very interesting, that he made himself. Check out that channel. You have Baseball Demos, Card and Dice with Dave, and he has a wonderful series going on. Then you have What's Blazing in Sports regarding boxing. If you want to chat and talk boxing, What's Blazing in Sports with T-Dub, also Mosley Boxing, another wonderful channel. Then we have Broke Black Man 94 for movie and TV reviews, moderator extraordinaire. He helps me out with the channel. And I believe tomorrow, myself and Broke Black Man 94 will be doing a Walking Dead episode 3 recap and review. He'll be in the chat. I'll be doing the speaking. We might get him on live next week. Then you have Ron Juckett and his Retro Sports Network, and also District on Deck with Ricky Keeler. They're Washington National writers. They have their own site. It's absolutely fabulous. Then and again, movie and TV reviews with Phil the Issues Guy, and his gaming channel, Dirty Issues Gaming, with Dirty Jolox and Taka. Johnny Giantsbane, big Game of Thrones fan and a writer. And JD, another big Game of Thrones fan and a writer. Check out all these channels, and then look at who they subscribe to. You might find a gem in the rough, something you didn't think you'd like. All wonderful people. Alright, now on to the box score. I don't take time out to plug people I don't like, so... And believe me, when I do this, this hurts my chance of people rewatching this because they're going to see the time of it, but I don't care, you know. So, let's go back to the box score. An absolutely fabulous game. The Red Sox went 5-4 in 9. They come all the way back with 3 runs in the top of the 9th. Oakland gets 1 in the bottom, but the Red Sox hold on. Alright, let's see what the player of the game is. Pedro Martinez, player of the game. He went 7 innings, no decision, 7 hits, 3 runs, all earned, walked 2, struck out 7, gave up a home run through 110 pitches. The win goes to Mike Timlin. He threw 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 strikeout. The save goes to a very shaky Keith Folk in the bottom of the 9th. 1 inning, 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Dave Stewart for Oakland, no decision, went 6 1/3, 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned, walked 2, struck out 7. Todd Burns got a hold. He pitched a third of an inning. He struck out a batter. Honeycutt got a hold. He pitched a third of an inning as LaRussa was mixing and matching in the top of the 7th. He also got a hold. Gene Nelson blew the save. He went an inning and 2/3, 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned, struck out 2. They could not go to Dennis Eckersley, the closer. He was very tired. He was only at 43% stamina. He was not available. And then Cadere pitched a third of an inning, 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned, but the damage was already done. But that one run actually was important because that was the winning run. Had he not given up that run, it would have been a tie ball game when Henderson is thrown out at the plate, which was unbelievable. Johnny Damon throwing Ricky Henderson out at the plate. So for the Red Sox in victory, Johnny Damon 3 for 5, 2 hits and an RBI. He should get an honorable mention for player of the game. Plus he threw out the runner at the plate. Struck out once. Garciaparra 2 for 5 and RBI. He struck out once. Orlando Cabrera came in to play defense. David Ortiz 1 for 5. He had that 2-run homer in the first, so he had a run scored. Manny Ramirez 1 for 4. He struck out once. Veritek 1 for 4. He struck out twice. Kevin Millar 0 for 3 with a walk. Billy Miller 1 for 4 with a run scored. He K'd twice. Trot Nixon 0 for 3, a walk and 2 strikeouts. Mark Bellhorn 1 for 4, an RBI, a run scored, struck out twice. That's a Mark Bellhorn performance when he did hit the ball. That's fairly accurate. And in victory, 37 at-bats for the Red Sox, 5 runs, 10 hits, 5 RBIs, 2 walks. They struck out 11 times and they left 13 runners on base. In defeat, the 89 Oakland Athletics, Ricky Henderson 1 for 5, and he got thrown out at the plate. He struck out twice. Luis Polonia had a game, 2 for 5, a 2-run homer off Pedro Martinez, scored a run, knocked in 3. Carney Lansford 2 for 5 with a run scored. Mark McGwire 2 for 3 with an RBI, a walk. Canseco, a game he'd rather forget, 0 for 4, and Martinez struck him out 3 times. He got the hat trick that you don't want. Henderson 1 for 4 with 2 Ks. Phillips 1 for 4. Mike Gallego 1 for 3, a run scored. Terry Steinbach 1 for 3, a run scored, a walk, and a strikeout. So in total in defeat, the 89 A's, 36 at-bats, 4 runs, 11 hits, 4 RBIs, walked twice, struck out 8 times, left 19 runners on. The 2004 Red Sox starter Pedro Martinez was in fine form. He had that one bad inning, the third, gave up those 3 runs, against Oakland Athletics of 1989 at the Coliseum, leading the team to a 5-4 win. The Red Sox are now 2-1 and have played some good baseball in the early going. It could have been a different outcome for the 2004 Red Sox had it not been for Johnny Damon contributing a run-scoring single at the top of the 9th and throwing out Ricky Henderson at the plate in the bottom of the 9th. Martinez says the win puts another notch in the win column. So, after 3 games for these teams in this historical league, the Red Sox are 2-1. The Oakland Athletics 1-2. What a fabulous game. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay safe. Health, happiness. Till next time, bye-bye, and God bless.